Hey, you guys, coming to you guys this week. Right now, just kind of wanting to make one video a week for you guys, whether it's you viewers from the gym or people from the outside, to communicate, things in the fitness space, things that are going on at our gym, who we are at Baseline, the types of people we help, and how we can kind of better help people. But today's topic, I wanted to talk to you guys about baseline. Baseline's core values. It's something that I've never really said out loud. I've always been someone who just kind of plays it by the feeling that I have, and we build a culture in our gym, or I am the way that I am, and you can kind of tell and see like what's really important to me, what kind of people I gravitate towards, what kind of people I'm good at helping. Um, but I never really taken the time to really like write it down on paper, so that I myself can more clearly identify with what types of things I believe in, what types of things my coaching team believe in, and what types of people we're good at helping. I think core values is a really important thing to kind of dial in on. That way it's very clear whether it's me, my coaching team, our members, prospects that want to be in our gym, that they can really see if they identify with something or not. And I think a lot of times when someone's making a decision about money or to participate in something, that's really what it is. You either identify with being a part of this, it's what you want, it fits the mold of who you are and what you believe in, or or it's not. And it's better to know that thing right out of the gate than try to make something happen if my core values don't even align with yours or whoever's watching. So it was kind of cool for me to break that down. I'm reading a book right now. I've actually got it right here, called Traction by Gino Wickman. There's a lot of different self-help business books out there, entrepreneur books, that have every sort of different business plan in there that outlines whether they call it core values or maybe it's something else, to be the guiding tenets of something, of the way that you do things, right? Whether it's the types of people that you hire, the types of clients that you work with, it's essentially an extension of who you are. And for me, that was like really overwhelming for me to try to nail down like my core values, these one words or these couple words that would define decisions that I make every day. Does it align with this one, two, or three things? At first it was overwhelming, and then I kind of dug deeper and thought of the person that I am, some of the favorite people that I like to work with, and what we do embody, and it became more clear to me. And really, I landed on like three different core values. You can have as many or as little as you really need to. But that first one being, and I would hope that anyone watching this that's been a part of our gym at Baseline or knows me, number one being authenticity, being like what I call unapologetically authentic in everything that we do. Just being 100% transparent about like what I have to say to the people that I work with, the ambitions and things that I'm striving for, and communicating that to our coaching team, and making sure that I'm not hiding anything or trying to put things in a way to make them sound different than what they are or sound better than what they are. I've always been like a realist when it comes to things, and I know that people have always understood me better and our coaches better when we are just being very real about what we do in fact know, admitting our faults, and being in a place where we are vulnerable if we don't always have the answers to things, if we can't solve someone's problem right away. Being very upfront about that and not trying to sway someone in a direction or try to make a believer out of someone. That's really where that comes from. And being someone, I like to think that that's a feature that we have, that I bring to the table. But I've also been in a place, even in business, where I felt I felt like I was being pulled away from my authentic path, being someone that wants to build a successful business. You start to make decisions on what you think other people, um, either what you think other people think you should be doing, or maybe there's just certain business practices or decisions that you feel you should be making in a business to drive it forward, make more income, that sort of thing. Um, I saw that as being a challenging thing for me, an issue for myself, that if I was trying to do something like someone else was, or if I saw a different practice or way of doing something, um, if I led with that and it wasn't like my idea, or if I didn't fully believe in something like that, then I didn't enjoy it as much, even if it brought me, more people, more money, things like that. I've found that um, I am much more fulfilled. Our gym, our business is much happier when we do things for the greatest good, and we are um, very clear and straightforward about what we do, what we're best at, and being very forward about what we're not great at. And when we make mistakes, I think that when people see that, that can be a very powerful thing for people, and people can really identify with that and want to be a part of it. A cut the fluff kind of approach. So that's my core value. Baseline's core value number one is authenticity in everything that we do. We have nothing to hide. We put our best foot forward every single day, and bring the best that we can every single day. The second core value that kind of came to mind, I use the word investment. So number two, investment, that looks different depending on who you are, owner, coach, client, that sort of thing. But I have always viewed myself as a leader, as a coach, that it is my responsibility to take a personal investment in another person. And the way that I like to put it is, if someone comes to us with a problem or a goal or a thing that they're trying to get better at, a direction that they want to go, and if we believe that we can be those people to help someone like that, the problems that you would have or the issues that you would run into to get there are now my problems. They're my issues, right? I am personally invested in, if you're having a bad day or a good day or something is going on, I take a responsibility to understand, that things aren't always perfect, that maybe there's a reason why someone's not performing the way that they want to in the gym. And I feel that when I do that, when the coaching team does that, and we have that kind of culture, environment where we're invested in what we're doing, that it brings a level of care and seriousness into, what you're doing. And it works both ways. If someone as a member sees that, our team is invested in the individual in front of them on a routine basis, they're going to be much more likely to, work hard, show up at 5 a.m., to come back when maybe the gym didn't go as well the day before. So investment, our personal investment to the people that we work with. And just the opposite too, you guys. I think of members or clients that use services, fitness services. I ask of our members that, their financial investment in a membership or whatever it is that they purchase from us is something that they would take serious, right? And I would want anyone who utilizes our services, who puts down a financial investment, to use it to its fullest, and to give our business, your best effort. If I'm communicating that on the other side of success is following our program to a T and showing up on certain days of the week and checking in with me, communicating with me, listening to our coaches on the floor, following our culture, it would be my expectation that you do these things, right? While we're taking your money to do these things, that's an investment for you, and it shouldn't be something that's just kind of tossed to the side and not thought about. So investment is our core value number 2. And then the last one, I don't think it comes as much of a surprise, but the last one is teamwork. I think this is a popular one in many businesses, depending on who you are, but I believe that there should be context brought to the word teamwork too. I'm 30 years old now. I've been using the line "my team" or hashtag "my team," hashtag "our team" in our business for about 9 years now, and for a good reason. It was always intuitive before, but as a person who has come from athletics, team sports, being a part of groups, big teams, small teams, successful teams, shitty teams, all the above, I've really felt the power of what makes a strong team, what makes a cohesive unit, what helps people succeed and progress. And I've also been on the other coin where I've seen issues, bad habits, not necessarily bad coaches, but just leadership traits that were less than desirable to help us get to where we want to be. So teamwork being number 3, because in our culture and the culture that I try to create, is one that we are, regardless of abilities, levels, goals, aspirations, I believe in a level playing field, and every single person, regardless of how good they are at something or where they come from, that we are all on the same playing field. Okay, no person is above the other, and without one person, without a leader, that can really break the chain, and we can lose that team atmosphere. I've also seen the power of what a team atmosphere does for our group training environment, where we encourage things like high fives after your workouts, being in an environment where we are pushing each other, challenge each other, trying to make people better. It's a really powerful thing once you've experienced that. And powerful, strong teams share a lot of the same beliefs, thoughts. It's like a really synergistic kind of relationship. So just kind of like going off of like a tangent, but in my mind, there's a healthy way to leverage teamwork in a business, and not necessarily about making rules or consequences and things like that about how our team kind of works, but again, that's more of a culture thing for us, that if we all embody those things and we understand that, after workout, we're all cleaning our stuff up together. During class, we're all participating in the same way. We all have our attention towards a coach, and that coach, you're giving the respect towards the coach, and that coach is respecting everyone in front of them, and that, we don't separate ourselves from the group. We are one group, and a team usually has a common, not necessarily a common goal, but you're there. Trying to think how I want to phrase this. You're there in a space, dedicating yourself to the class at hand and what you're going to do. So it's a hard thing to kind of pull apart sometimes, but in my mind, that has been a massive driver, for me and everything that I've done in my life. And once I kind of lost the team part of my life, whether it be athletics, this was a way for me to find that and utilize it in a healthy way in a business. And I think it's more about like if that's not our core value, if we don't have those things, then I think we lose a chunk of what we have at baseline. If everyone's just kind of, we come and do these things for health and fitness, we sign up for memberships for ourselves, right? It should be an intrinsically like selfish decision for yourself. You gotta have that, but ultimately, like if we're talking like optimal health, fitness, performance, what I call like a higher level of fitness, that is teamwork, is an area where we can optimize and leverage everything at our disposal, from coaching, from group classes, to the culture and the environment that is tight like that, that is where we see crazy things happen in people's health, fitness, and performance. That's kind of the roundabout way, that I really look at that. We take all the best things from sports and teams, and we find a way. I work with most of the people that I work with aren't, maybe weren't athletes, or that was a long time ago, or they've never felt or experienced that. I'm not here to project like sports and being an athlete on people, but if someone hasn't felt what it's like to have leaders, to have a cohesive group, to be inspired, to be pushed like that, this is a great way for us to do that. And I've seen that in people who've never had that, and now they finally have that team environment, that teamwork, where we are all in this together, even though ultimately these are decisions that you make in your best interest. Okay. So, yeah, that's just kind of my word splurge for today. But my core values in our business, baseline performance, something that I want to share more with people to try to, ingrain that in our culture. And, if this is something that's appealing to anyone who's watching, or you identify with these things and you think that this is, who you are and what you stand for, and you feel like a place like this is, something that you're missing and that you could benefit from, that those are the types of people that we love to work with. And it's not to say that if you don't embody those things, or if you think one of those things is stupid, that you're not necessarily like the right fit for what we do. But I think the more clear we can communicate things like this, the more approachable something like this is. And whether it's being a part of a community like ours at Baselines, or adopting these values for yourself and just understanding, what these things like authenticity, having a personal investment into something, and being a part of a team culture, a team atmosphere, like experiencing the benefits from those things is a really cool thing. And that's something that I want to drive home more clearly every day that I work in our business, every day that our coaches are coaching classes, to foster, a really strong culture, gym community in our area, and not just to benefit us, but really to showcase that and bring more people opportunities like that, or have people learn from, maybe some of the things that we're doing. So that's our core values. Baseline performance training. If you guys like this, or if you take anything away from this video, it's on the longer side of things, but I'm kind of just making these videos to, yes, kill some time myself, share, something with you, but also, if you guys have time to kill, there you go. We just killed 18 minutes. This is our channel, Baseline Performance. Hopefully these videos will get better for you guys, but if you want to like and subscribe to our channel, we'll have all sorts of different kind of content building upon what we talked about today. But right now, we're just keeping it, keeping it simple. Trust hard work.